Welcome back to Telltale Books. I'm Greg, and I'm continuing my series on the Brontes. What I'm doing is I'm kind of just lumping all four of them together and reading everything I can in chronological order to the best of my ability to determine. And the early works seem to all be by Charlotte Bronte, sometimes in collaboration with her brother Branwell. But this latest one, which will be number 6 in Charlotte's and number 6 overall with the Brontes, is called The Poetaster and was done by Charlotte Bronte herself. And it was self published in July of 1830. So Charlotte Bronte was still like 15 years old at this time. She published it under the name of Lord Charles Wellesley, who actually is one of the characters of the play. So what's the play about? Um, it's about a poetaster, I think is how you pronounce it. Poetaster, which I had to look up. I've never known what that word was until now. I looked it up, and it's basically somebody who has illusions that they are a great poet, but their poetry actually sucks. So the main character, Henry Rymer, thinks he's a poet and thinks he's a great poet, and he goes to Lord Wellesley to present his poetry. And he's convinced of his own genius that Wellesley will just absolutely love it and want to give him money and accolades and position and all this other stuff. It doesn't go well. And I'll stop my synopsis with that because I do not want to spoil it for any of you that would want to look it up. It is an interesting play, but it is a juvenile work, so we're not talking about something really well done yet. We're still looking at amateur work. So you really don't see what you can expect when you pick up Jane Eyre. The writing that went into Jane Eyre isn't going to be found in this play. I also felt the most amateurish aspect of this play was the structure of the play. The plot was it just didn't work well. It was very poorly structured. Although I think she has a good point to make of satirizing attitudes towards creative people like poets. So many people view creative people as not being people who work a real job. And I think the play, as much as it satirizes the illusion that Henry Rymer has that he's worth anything as a poet, it also satirizes the attitudes of all other people in the play, looking at creative people as people who are lazy and doing nothing and good for nothing. So it is kind of an interesting little play. I don't have a physical copy of a book with this play in to hold up. I read it in an ebook of the complete works of the Brontes in the short fiction section. So have you ever read The Poetaster? Poetaster? First of all, tell me how to pronounce that. Second of all, um, give me any comments you might have on this play. I want to hear from you or of Charlotte Bronte in general. And come on back for more. There will be more of the Brontes coming up. For a while here, we're going to be stuck on Charlotte Bronte. She seems to be the one that got the ball rolling. And so My next work will be actually a poem called Morning. And I hope you'll come back and join me for that. And all the other things that I've been doing on this channel, all the other authors and stories I've been talking about. I'll be here doing them.